There. Okay. I'm not sure how that got deleted, but yes. Okay. Well, I was hurrying really hard to get this stream up and running and messed up multiple elements of it. So that's, geez, what do you do? All right. Well, the thing that I was saying before I realized that my mic wasn't coming through was that we are doing really, really good on progress through this. We are about to start song number 5, which means we are about halfway done with first drafts. So, of course, once all the first drafts are done, we're going to need to come back and listen through stuff again and make sure that we're still good with all the decisions we made regarding everything up to that point. There will almost certainly be things that we have changed by the time we get to track 11 that we may want to go back and change earlier stuff to be like that too. So far, we've been doing pretty good. There's not a whole lot that I could think of other than I know that we did not have our hi-hat remover thing going on Poison in the Well, so we might want to check that. Sorry, my brain just stopped there. Hey, it's Juan from Lux Studio. How's it going, Juan? Man, good to see you. I don't know if you caught that intro at the beginning of the episode, but you ought to recognize that. Some excellent work from you right there. Hope you're doing good, Juan. It's been too long. Hey, we're going to be having some more stuff for you here pretty soon. That's one of the things we're working on here is some more songs that will inevitably need some lyric videos. Looking forward to working with you on that, as always. We won't be asking you to do the entire albums this time like we did last time. All right, so let's dig down into this. Like I said, this particular stream is going to be a little bit shorter than normal. I don't have quite... It'll be like a little less than an hour, I think, probably, but we can still get some pretty good work done. We are right at the beginning of song number 5, which is called Time's Embrace. I got all of our routing done off stream so that we can just start right in on our context mix right now. So right at the moment, the only thing that we have on is the bass drum and our 3 snare tracks. These are the same 3 snare tracks as usual. Backbeat snare, snare fills, groove snare. This is all, again, 100% real acoustic drums. So we're not doing any sort of samples or anything, but the snare mic is a top mic, snare top, no snare bottom. We've just separated the single performance into 3 separate tracks to affect them differently. So when we press play here, we're going to be hearing the bass drum and the snare. Then we're going to be bringing in our overhead mics one by one and then kind of just doing the whole song like that, bringing in stuff one by one until we can hear everything fairly well, and then we can make better informed decisions about how things sound. We're going to go back through and review all that. You guys probably know how this works by now. This spiel is more for anybody who might be watching this that hasn't ever watched one before. I'm sure the regulars not only know how this works, but are tired of hearing me talk about it. So let's go ahead and dig in. I'm going to press play, and hopefully we won't need to stop until the context mix is ready. So let's get started. almost done. Dad says that one little keyboard part makes me imagine a white owl swooping down towards Hogwarts Castle. Not sure how that fits into the theme of the song exactly. That's true. Oh, that's pretty good, though. I like that. Okay, so the last thing in the context mix now is our clock sound effect. Now, I've already, in the tracking mix, I've set this up to fade in and then fade back out, and then it comes back for a little bit and then finally go away. And I do like that. I want to keep that. But the overall volume that it reaches, that's this right here, this little line right here, may not be where we actually need it. So I'm going to set it right now at the peak volume. Like at its loudest, we want it here, and then we can adjust this envelope to do that and then turn it back on. I'd say that 9.5 is where we want that. And I had it set at 8 before. So what we need to do, we'll turn this envelope on. We want to highlight all of the nodes that are at 8 and instead put them at 9.5. And that should fix that. Except, of course, it's going right from 9.4 to 9.6. Wouldn't you know it? Oh, come on, computer. There we go. Oh, man. It was there, and then it moved at the last second. There we go. It's like a little game that I'm bad at. Okay. So we should be good to go there with the clock sound effect, I think. Yeah, this is a really cool one. I like this one. This one is such a weird... It's like different from all the rest feel-wise, but it's still pretty clearly AfterWinter. Okay, I want to jump up to verse 1 again and kind of listen. I do feel as though I've maybe made the vocals a little too loud, just kind of overall. Maybe a little. so I think we're sitting pretty good with this, but I do want to mess a little bit more with the verse vocals. This has got to be another one of those balances that we got to strike, where both Majennica and I are singing the same part there. Now that part is largely in 3-part harmony. All of the harmonies are me, but the melody is both her and I. And I'd like us to, if we could, try and strike a bit of that balance that we managed in the Boundless chorus harmony, where it's kind of hard to tell which one of us it is. I think I would like to give my own voice a little bit more edge there maybe than hers, but hers needs to be coming through better than it is at the moment. I think I've got hers panned out too far. Hers are panned almost hard left and hard right. Let's bring them in just a little bit. And let's listen to this in solo as well. Background vocal master and lead vocal master. Jump back to the first verse.
Born anew, the world stands still. This young life knows no pain.
Yeah, that's already better.
Years go by, a child still plays, unscathed by the passage of time.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. At least in solo, I'm hearing a good amount of like the grit from my voice, but kind of the pretty from her voice. Still kind of getting used to the order of the faders in this song. Okay, so now if I do this, that just solos my mic. Yes, okay. That's good. That's what we want. I think it's these 4.
Born anew, the world stands still. This young life knows no pain.
Yeah, so hers are spread just a little bit more. I might even bring them in a little bit more, but not much.
Years go by, a child still plays, unscathed by the passage of time.
Okay. Okay, so the next part of our, step 1 for the mixing process, the big chunk here is continuing our context mix. We've got everything to a point where we can hear it pretty well. I've put everything to either a 0.5 or a 0.0. Except for the toms here. So I said that and then immediately spotted something that I did not do that for. But we need all of these things to be hitting their masters, the master buses, at no higher than -7. So the loudest sound of all of these groups needs to hit -7, and each group needs to be that. So we need to actually kind of unbalance our context mix, but we're maintaining the balance across each instrument in each group. I hope that makes sense. I feel like it made more sense in my head than when I said it out loud. The balance between instruments in each group is maintained, but the balance of each group to the other groups is unbalanced until we fix it all again. So we're going to do a whole playthrough of the entire song so that we can take a look at our peak meters for each of our submaster or master buses. We want to see where it is. Most of them probably won't be at -7. They're probably going to be quite a bit under. We're going to adjust them so that they will be at -7. Listen again. Maybe we need to adjust a couple more things. Maybe listen a third time. And then we'll need to redo our context mix using those master faders instead of the individual faders. So let's go ahead and do a start to finish listen for those peak levels. What a lovely ending. Hey, look at that. Our snare fills is actually not jumping up above 7 at any point. Having said that, we are getting a peak much higher than anything on here is individually doing, so we may actually need our smash and grab. I'm late, but I'm here. Hey, and good to see you, man. As I'm sure you probably just heard, we are working on another new one. We're on to track 5 now. And you're just in time for everybody's favorite part of every mix song, which is the negative numbers math part. Yay! Okay, so our toms hit -9, so they need to go up 2. That one's not hard. Our overheads hit 19.5. Yuck. So what do we need here? We need to go 12.5 up. Yuck. Okay, so that should put us at -2.5 right there, I'm pretty sure. Our bass guitar hit basically, well, we could call that 11. So we need to go up by 4. Oh, man. Nope. I messed up. I forgot something, and that made that listen through totally useless. Oof. Tearing apart the rat case. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been seeing some stuff that you've been listing there, Cody, for sale. If anybody's looking for some music equipment, you ought to go check out Cody's page on Facebook. He's got some good stuff. Good and very useful stuff for sale on there. Well, I'm super disappointed in myself now that I forgot to turn all of this stuff off. Here, I thought I was settling into a groove. But today, honestly, today's just been kind of an off day. If I'm being totally honest, today I have not felt completely focused at any point. So I'm not super surprised this happened, but I'm still disappointed. So we need to turn off all these effects that are on these master buses and do that again. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do another listen through from start to finish. We need to make sure that these tracks are hitting -7 before they hit any effects. Now, we are still going to be slightly unbalanced because we turned the toms and the overheads quite a bit up. Well, the toms we turned up a little. The overheads we turned up quite a bit. So this is still going to be kind of unbalanced, but let's do that again. Those cymbals are laughably loud.
Born anew.
Nice. Another 5.5 minute-er. That's still pretty short for our standard. Okay, that time we did it right. Okay, so the toms still came in 0.5 under where they should. The overheads actually came in perfect that time, so we can turn them off. That's going to make our next listen through sound awfully funny. Okay, our bass still came in at, basically 10.5. So we were going to treat that as if it were 11, but that was no longer correct. So this needs to go up 3.5, which would put it straight at -3. Gosh, I love negative numbers math. The rhythm guitars all came in at 15, which means they need to go up 8. That would put James's guitars at 5. That's pretty high. I don't know if they've been up that high at any point. Mine about 1.5 decibels under his. The clean guitars came in at 13, which means these need to come up 6. That says, I think the very last noise at the very end sounds just like the bark of a velociraptor in the Jurassic Park movie. That's great. I love that. And that's you, I think. That's you scraping the bass string with the thumbnail. I'm pretty sure that last noise. Plus, James and I are doing like a little squeal, a pinch harmonic there. Pianos came in at 17.5, basically, so they need to come up 10.5. Let's see, where can we do that pretty easily? That would put this at 3.5. The strings came in at 21.5, so they need to come up 14.5. 17, that would be 3.5. I hope I've done that math right. Something about that didn't sit right, but oh well. Synth came in at 16, so that needs to go up by 9. That's easy. The leads came in at 13, so they need to come up by 6. I do think that the verse leads are a little bit loud, too, by the way. I want to turn that track a hair down. The vocals came in at 11, so they need to go up by 4. We need to reset that to a 0.5 amount. The background vocals came in at 11.5, so they need to go up 4.5. None of them already at 0.5s. So if that one's 11.5. I think that means we just need to do that. 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. Okay. Yeah, this was not a good day for me to be doing negative numbers math either. I'm already having issues focusing. Okay, so I'm going to turn what you guys are hearing down a little bit more. So we're going to do another full listen through. This is to check to make sure everything that was supposed to hit -7 did. This is going to sound super unbalanced. And also the overhead track is turned off, which is hilarious. So this will be a pretty funny listen through. That's so dumb.
one thing clearly, my soul is only for you. Only for you. In this place, I'm unaffected by the grip of time's embrace. I'm always with you now.
Ooh, glad that's over. Oh, there's no quicker way to turn people away from a stream than to hear that context mix where everything's super unbalanced. Asteroids called. They want their dying sound sent back to Atari. Took me too long to remember that game's name. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I love Sam's synth stuff in this song. It's so wild and off the wall, but so perfect. Okay, our toms hit 7. That's perfect. We can turn them off. Our bass hit 7. That's good. Our rhythm guitars also hit 7. Our clean guitars hit 7.4. That's good enough. Our pianos hit 7.3. That's all good. Our orchestra hit 7.3. Good to go. The synth hit 7.2. The leads hit 7.1. Boy, my math was a little bit better than I thought. Our vocals hit 7. Perfect. And the background vocals, 7.3. All right, cool. Now, I know the clock didn't hit 7, but honestly, I think that's fine because we've got that volume envelope bringing it in and then bringing it out and then bringing it in a little bit and then going out totally, and I'm good with it where it is. I don't want to mess with it. I don't think we're going to need to add any effects to the master bus, so there's no reason for that thing to come in at 7 as long as it's hitting the general volume we want it to. Oops. Okay, real quick, because I do need to go pretty close to 9. Let's reset our context mix using the master faders, and then we'll go ahead and close out. Like I said, shorter stream tonight, but I knew I had an open hour, so I wanted to get some work done. Let's get this this context mix moving again. right. Might have a little bit too much vocal reverb there. It just suddenly jumped out at me. But we'll be checking that again when we come back. So, as per usual, I think we're in a really, really good place with this song. All of these, I love these songs. I hope that's not conceited that I love the music that my band makes. I take it that that's a little weird. Now, in other musicians I've been around in the years fairly recent seem to hold this idea that you're supposed to dislike your own music, and I've never really been on board with that. I don't know why you'd make music if you don't like it. But yeah, I love this stuff, and I think everybody did a fantastic job on this album. So I'm always loving it when when a song's kind of starting. It's just starting to sound the way it's going to. Really neat. Okay, so when we come back, we will be mastering the previous song, Distance, which we finished the mix for earlier today. So we'll be starting off our next stream with that, and then we will be jumping back into this one. Yes, Cody says, I love my music. Absolutely, man. That's the reason we do it, right? It's the love for the music, the love for the creation, the love for a lot of musicians, the love of performance and showing it to people and stuff. That, yeah, absolutely. 100%. I feel like you should. If you don't like your music, I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? If you don't even like it, why should I like it? So I love it. Yeah, it comes along. We'll be jumping back into this one once we've finished mastering Distance so that we can start getting... we need to get the limiter on and then make sure that everything's good to go. And then we need to basically go through, start sound detailing so that we can turn the parallel compression on the drums on, check the drums master, get the Black Sound Audio drum bus going, all that good stuff. And then we're back full force into sound detail, reviewing stuff that we've done, making sure that everything sounds the way we want it to, volume detail, making sure everything is loud as we want it to, and then this one will be done too. Lots of neat stuff coming on. But yes, out of time for this week. No streams over the weekend, and almost definitely no stream on Monday. I'm not 100% sure yet, but the production, Versailles' production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which I am a part of, is right smack in the middle of July, so they're starting really serious production rehearsals again next week. And so Monday I need to spend that time like reviewing the music and making sure I know what I'm doing. So probably no stream Monday unless something else happens. If it pops up, it pops up. So we'll probably be back at some point on Tuesday. I hope we'll see all of you guys there. So, yep, you guys know the drill by now, but it's worth saying every time, whether you're watching right now, whether you were watching earlier, whether you're watching this in the future when it's not live, I and everybody in the band appreciate every second of time that you spend checking this stuff out. We hope that you enjoy what you watch. Hope you enjoy what you hear. We hope that you're as excited for this album as we are. I don't know about all you guys, but I am super excited to have this thing done. These songs we started writing in September of 2023. So a lot of these demos have been around for a little while now, and we're so close to the finished product. I'm ready to hear that finished product. I'm impatiently awaiting my own work to be done. All right. We will catch you guys probably on Tuesday. Hope you all have a great weekend. We're coming up on 4th of July, so a lot of people are out of work. Hope you guys have some fun doing all that good stuff. And we will catch you on